Hi there, and welcome from the Enterneering office, your source for supporting effective corporate development and transformation. In this short session, we would like to explain what Enterneering is all about, for whom it is useful, and in what way. Enterneering is not a product, a method, and not a tool. Enterneering is a discipline, a field of activity that is specifically dedicated to working on the enterprise system. It therefore reflects one of the core tasks of an entrepreneur or executive with entrepreneurial responsibility. Enterneering describes the knowledge and skills that are equally essential for all individuals bearing entrepreneurial responsibility, regardless of the products they offer, the sector or region in which they operate, or the customer and ownership structure they are associated with. There is one essential note to be made at this point. For entrepreneurs and executives, it's not necessary to master all the engineering elements in detail or execute them personally. They have to know the most essential elements and have to be able to assess their importance to their company. Additionally, they have to be able to delegate and control the execution of these elements effectively. They must be able to empower their organization and the people working in it. But let's first clarify what is meant by the development of the enterprise system and what engineering focuses on. The term enterprise system refers to a systemic approach. This approach aims to develop or change an overall system instead of just optimizing individual parts of it. The aim is to consciously consider the interrelationships and dependencies within an organization and not just isolated individual processes. The human factor plays a key role in all of this. Enterneering, therefore, focuses on the corporate culture and organization as well as the people working in them. What is new or special about it? From our point of view, it's not just about offering something new and trendy. It's about bringing together the necessary knowledge and know-how as well as practical experience and putting them into an implementation-oriented structure as well as solutions. It's about providing suitable process models and guidelines and facilitating barrier-free access to relevant experts. Enterneering closes a gap by creating a unique synonym for one of the most important tasks and activities of entrepreneurs and executives. It combines process, solution, and practice-oriented content in a smart guideline. In all of this, one goal is always at the forefront: to support and accompany the self-empowerment of executives and their organizations. Let's briefly summarize what has been explained so far. Enterneering is not a product, a method, and not a tool. Enterneering stands for conscious thinking and action by entrepreneurs and executives. It involves targeted activities to develop or change the company system. These activities focus on culture, people, and organization. Enterneering serves to enable responsible individuals and organizations. It provides knowledge, expertise, and practical experience together with the opportunity of support from highly qualified experts. How many consultants do you know who make their approach, know-how, and gain knowledge available to you before starting a project? We have a transparent approach. Every user can find out about enterneering and all its content, processes, and tools individually and can decide whether to what extent and how they want to engage with it. Users get full transparency, and as a subscriber, they have access to all enterneering content that is also used by the experts. There is no hidden knowledge with us. We differentiate between 3 ways in which you can dedicate yourself to conscious enterneering according to your needs and make yourself and your company fit for the future. One way is to autodidactically empower yourself. It's relevant if you like first to gain an overview and reflect on your current situation, or it's relevant if you already have sound experience in the systematic further development of the 3 pillars of culture, people, and organization. Or if you have an experienced and well-qualified group of people in your company for this kind of development. Then you may decide in favor of this autodidactic approach to further develop yourself and your company. That's no problem because our app provides you with all the content, steps, and tips. In this case, it's best to follow our app's roadmap. Or would you like an expert to help gain an overview and reflect on your current situation and the resulting options for action? Would you like to have someone at your side who has expertise in the systematic and process-oriented navigation of enterneering? Do you still need to adequately support and empower the people in your organization who are jointly responsible for implementing enterneering? Then you should go for another way. Here, our app's enterneering experts are at your disposal as coaches or sparring partners for accompanying further development. The third way is the most comprehensive one. Have you already familiarized yourself with the engineering approach and would like to start a development or transformation process in your company in the context of engineering? Do you already have concrete implementation plans or has a need for dedicated support for the implementation of engineering in your company arisen during your further development? Then use comprehensive implementation support and benefit from the experience and know-how of the engineering experts and involve them as coaches, sparring partners, or consultants. Peer group sparring or dialogue formats such as engineering talks complement the three mentioned ways. In the meantime, let's briefly summarize what has been explained last. You decide whether, when, how, and to what extent you require assistance or support. You get full transparency, and as a subscriber, you have access to all engineering content. You can go for an autodidactic way or benefit from the know-how and guidance of experienced experts. You can participate in peer group sparring and dialogue formats from which you will generate practical inspiration, feedback, and knowledge for your business success. Finally, let's take a look at the knowledge and expertise available. Although engineering is largely open to methods and tools, there is a process for continuously anchoring engineering in the company. Benefit from using the engineering process to better navigate the development and transformation by following the different stages for sustainable progress. Profit from embedding the structured approach to achieve continuous improvement. In our engineering app, we have compiled a 360-degree overview of the 3 pillars of culture, people, and organization. The content of these 3 pillars is defined by 22 elements. Each of these elements is presented and explained in the app. Advice for further development, change, or improvement is given and practical advice is provided. Last but not least, the app provides an exemplary selection of useful tools for analysis, evaluation, and implementation. There is also an application guide and valuable practical tips. Are you still wondering why you should use engineering? The greatest challenge that many companies and societies are facing in the 21st century is the enormous pressure to further develop, change, or transform. The greatest need of companies and societies in the process of successfully coping with the pressure to change and transform is the creation of transformational capabilities. One of the greatest focuses of the discipline of engineering is the development of transformational skills and effective corporate evolution and transformation. So why not engineering in the digital VUCA world?